Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Matt, can you hear me? Copy that. Rob, I want to show the hotel as well, and also all the police on the other side, all the flashing lights. Yeah, yeah. But you can start tight if you want. Tight, wide, the whole thing. You going to show people in the window? Or do you have that shot? There's a night sign on the building as well. Or it was. Okay. Copy. No worries. Another bunch of people across the street too. Here we go. That's right, Mark. A pretty dramatic scene out here in Whittier. Want to help you get your bearings. We're along the 7300 block of Greenleaf Avenue at the Doubletree Hotel, where about 100 people showed up this evening surrounding the hotel at one point, protesting the reports that are going on across social media and throughout this neighborhood that ICE agents are staying at this Doubletree Hotel. In the last few minutes, Whittier PD has moved in pretty large numbers. They have cleared the area. They have declared this an unlawful assembly and told people that they are trespassing on hotel property here. You can see they have formed a skirmish line right there on Greenleaf Avenue, and everybody appears to be obeying that skirmish line. They're across the street, still waving signs. About 50 to 75 people remaining here, and they are angry as you can imagine. It's a raucous scene out here in Whittier as we do not have confirmation that there are ICE agents at that hotel, but it is entirely possible as people on the ground are reporting vehicles around that building in that parking lot that do match the description of the ICE vehicles that have been seen around town making deportations in the area. So a really sensitive time here in Whittier, and this crowd does not appear to be going home anytime soon, Mark. Really? Okay, keep me posted. Let me know what. Okay. currently? Do you see that? Gotcha. I don't know. I hear. Hey there, Lori. Go ahead. Almost ready. How much longer? 1 minute. We're ready. You let me know. Whatever you need, Tyler. Just let me know if we got to pull out. Through the red. Through the red. Here we go. Here we go. Standing by. Hey there, Mark. A high-speed pursuit started on the freeway. We believe California Highway Patrol tried to pull over this car speeding down the 105 freeway, eventually down to the 405, and now we find ourselves in Hawthorne, northbound on Crenshaw Boulevard at a high rate of speed, blowing through red lights, and at times really making some aggressive moves. At one point, there was a report he rammed into that primary CHP vehicle right there in the lead of the pack there on a side street, on a surface street, which is really going to put the pressure on him as they try to get him off the road. Now, he was westbound on 190th at one point, heading towards Redondo Beach. He's done a loop through the South Bay now, as he now makes a right turn off of Crenshaw. This might be 120th, it looks like, and he is going about 70 to 80 miles per hour down 120th. And you can see a good pack of CHP cruisers really able to maintain a visual here, but he's just kind of making these turns up as he goes along, wild turns at that, and again, breaking every rule of the road, desperate to get away from these officers, Mark. Just turned northbound on Van Ness. We do not know what the original want is at this point, but I can tell you right now, he is also wanted for attempted assault on a law enforcement officer, which right off the bat is going to keep the pressure on him. They will not give this guy up. That is, yes, he has just made an eastbound turn, and you're right. We are just outside the LAX Bravo airspace trying to maintain a visual here. The weather is also quite hazy. You can see that marine layer moving in through, so we're looking through the clouds here to try and look into this residential neighborhood in Inglewood. Just made a southbound turn. Or I'm sorry, a westbound turn, losing my direction here, and he's coming all the way around here and coming back towards us. And again, looks like he's really making these turns up as he goes along, Mark. Another residential neighborhood here, which is really the least desirable place, especially for California Highway Patrol. Once he got off the freeway, under normal circumstances, they might have thought about, maybe letting him go or putting him into surveillance mode, but really there's limited resources out here. And once he contacted that CHP primary unit, I think all bets are off at this point. I do not think they are going to let him go unless it becomes way too unsafe. That's right. We've been fighting that marine layer all evening long. It's really moved in and out as the temperatures change, but you're right. Limited resources, and California Highway Patrol typically would desire to maintain full control over this in any event, unless there was a coordinated handoff to Inglewood. Inglewood PD, almost guaranteed, is monitoring this pursuit, but California Highway Patrol in full command here, and with plenty of units, I would say, in this, at least at this juncture, to maintain this pursuit for as long as it goes. And obviously, if it gets back onto the freeway, they'll be back on home turf, and they can hand this off to another CHP division. But this is CHP's South LA office that's in pursuit here. Not sure if it was originally the South LA office, but very possible, and most likely it was. Now it looks like he is behind the buildings here. We may lose visual here, as you can see. Lots of air traffic up here, lots of cloud cover. And let me just ask Tyler really quick, is there any law enforcement helicopter over that? Do you know who that is? Is it LAPD. So there's actually at least a couple of LAPD helicopters that do have, actually three. There are three law enforcement helicopters, Mark, over this pursuit. So in the event that they have to let it go on the ground for speed, at least one of those helicopters can safely keep an eye on this guy until he comes to a stop. And obviously they will try and triangulate to make sure they are there once it does come to a stop, if it does come to a stop in this area. But again, lots of variables here. As you can see, lots of helicopters. Another busy night in the City of Angels here. I got to tell you, it's just been one of those weeks, Mark, and you can see this is what they're dealing with here in in Inglewood as California Highway Patrol tries to catch up with this guy. And it looks like, is he back on Crenshaw, Rob? Okay, that helicopter appears to be orbiting, which may indicate that he has come to a stop, but I cannot confirm that. Copy. Wow, interesting. That's unusual. Copy. Down. Hey there, Matt. We're out of here. 100 Glen Oaks, Hilton.